The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. To determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Running back motions right.
Ready.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Completes, dialing up Collins again. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Sticking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That's him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Offensive line fast. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's taken down at the 30. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air on 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
There's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Matthew Wright for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos.
So we're through one here in the AFC title game. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Denver in just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And take him down right along the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. This is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Broncos will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
Texans 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's trying to push the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense let them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. First down from the 42.
Broncos first down. First and 10.
Nix from the gun.
22-yard line.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing here, Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Complete over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And have him gain about a handful there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the red zone now. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here's a quick throw to the left. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing on second. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That goes for a gain of just 1. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing from the gun here. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one's complete over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for this. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Staying with Robinson. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On third down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Staring down, that down in distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now on first down. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Texans.
They are throwing it again. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Cut out left. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. From the red zone on first. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Texans down by 10. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Putting a receiver in motion. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
17, Texans 14.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
They're going to pass it here. Finds Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Right here.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. Down the left sideline he goes. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here. Start with 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL.
And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So it's a win for the Broncos. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is, and it is so cool, and you can see it and feel it. The real emotion of celebrating this title, but they know that ultimately it's not an AFC title they want. They want a Super Bowl title.